And we're gonna come on down to our back. And let's start by having our feet firmly on the mat and take a few breaths as you roll your shoulders down. And let's start to feel how the back presses down, low back, and then release. So really engaging the core, spreading the toes. So you feel that evenness across the sacrum as you press down. And then we're going to add on, we're going to bring the right knee toward the chest, so automatically the back presses down, and then bring the foot down, and then the left one. So we're going to do a few of these, exhaling as the knee comes up. So it's kind of like we're marching. And one more time to each side. And we're going to add on again, right knee comes in, straighten the leg up, extend through the heel, nice and slowly, and bend, put the foot down. And let's keep going with these. So we're lengthening the whole leg and flexing the foot. And one more. And now let's try some lifting our hip lift, so rolling up slowly and then gently rolling down one vertebrae at a time. And let's add the arms at the same time as we lift the hips. And see if you can slow it down and lengthen the whole way up and down. And let's do one more, and we're going to hold everything up, waking up the spine and taking 3 more breaths. And then really slowly lowering down, bringing the arms out to the side as we bring the hips down. And let's try our twist, bringing our knees gently to the right, and we're going to turn our head slowly to the left and lengthen across the chest. And one more breath. And let's shift the legs over to the other side, knees roll to the left, and feel how that right arm is stretching out. And 2 slow breaths. And let's come back to the center, and we're going to bring our arms down and put the back of the arms down. As you bring the bottom of the arms up, hands facing each other, we're going to roll the hips up and see if you can walk the whole back of the arm a little closer and press the back of the arm down the triceps and breathe. Feel this solidity with the arms. This little back bend. And then we're going to bring the arms down, but slide the ball underneath the back. And when you get it under there, let's bring the legs to 90 degrees and then lift them up and bend and take them straight out and in. And we're going to do a few of these. So our palms are still facing upwards. And notice how the navel is coming to the spine. So as you stretch the legs out, if it's too much and you feel that shift there, you could take the legs a little bit higher. And let's do a few more. And then last one. And then legs are back at 90 degrees. We're going to take our knees open and close slowly. And now we're going to bring the arms straight up over the chest. So we're balancing on the shoulder blades. And we're going to try something. Let's do the arms and the legs at the same time. Arms go out to the side as the knees go out and they come in. And we have to keep everything firm so we don't roll off the ball. And let's do 3 more. And then arms come back up over the chest, knees are 90 degrees. So we're going to take our right foot down as the left arm comes over our head, bringing it back up and switching. So the arms and the legs are in opposition. And to make it a little harder, you're going to stretch the leg farther away. But just notice what's going on as you're balancing on the ball. And we're going slowly. Let's do a couple more. So now we're going to take our hands to our thighs and press them as you resist the movement. Notice that that really engages the belly. And see if you could keep pressing for a couple more breaths. So this is what you want to feel like all the time. You know your core's engaged. Really press on them. 1 more breath. And then let's put our feet down and roll the hips up. And take a few slow breaths. Just hold the ball so it doesn't roll away. And then let's put our back down 1 more time on the ball. And we're going to bring our legs straight up and let's point and flex the feet. And then we're going to do our circles with our feet. And circle in the opposite direction. And then we're going to open our legs out and slowly in, lengthening through the whole leg, flexing the feet even more. And then the next time we're going to add on. So let's bring our arms through the legs and then over the head as the legs close. And a couple more. And last time. Really good. Let's take our arms over our head and bring the arms in a goalpost position. Legs are straight up, and see if you can press the hips down. Now we're going to keep the legs just like they are, but bring the elbows toward each other. And just a few of these, stretching through the shoulders. And last time. And then let's try our happy baby and release the back and take a few breaths. And 2 more breaths. And then feet together, Baddha Konasana. And 1 more breath. And let's take our feet flat on the mat again. This time crossing the right foot over the left thigh, we're going to lift and lower, going into that outer hip, keeping the hips even. And let's do a couple more. And then 1 more time. So we're going to hold the legs up and keep that right hip rolling out a little bit, that knee out to the right. And 2 more breaths. And then we're going to slowly bring the foot down. Let's uncross the leg. And then we're going to switch sides, left foot over the right thigh, and slowly lift. So we're resisting the movement as we lift and lower, which makes the hip even stronger, the legs stronger. And let's do 3 more slow ones. And then last one. Holding the legs up and breathing. And we're still resisting that movement, so we're pressing the left ankle into the right thigh. And 2 more breaths. And then let's gently lower the foot down and uncross. Now we're going to roll back up again, stretching the whole spine and move the ball out of the way. And let's walk the shoulder blades closer together and the hands closer to the feet. And lift and take 3 slow breaths. And then let's slowly, slowly lower down. And we're going to roll over to our side and come on up. And let's sit in our straddle pose. So we're going to bring our arms up over our head and lengthen as you press the hips down. Take another breath. Feel how the shoulder blades are pressing down. Let's lengthen to the right. We're just going a little bit. And then over to the left. Notice how the hips are pressing down. This time as we go to the right, we're going to bring our right hand down, reach the left arm over. Feel that lengthening out of the side. And then let's try it on the other side. So it's more lengthening up than it is going down. And then we're going to come back to the center and hinge just a little bit farther forward. And a couple more breaths. And let's come back up. So now we're going to see if we could keep the left leg like it is, but bend the right leg in. And we're going to do another side stretch. Our left arm slides down the left leg, right arm comes over. And then let's come back and we're going to switch the legs. So we're going to take our right leg out and bend the left leg in. And then lengthen the right arm, slides down the right leg, and left arm comes over. And breathe deeply. And last deep breath. And let's come on up. And now we're going to just bring our legs crisscross applesauce and see how that feels. Let's put our hands on our knees and inhale and stretch and lengthen as we look up. And then just bring the head back to neutral. We're going to twist the upper body to the right. And then over to the left. And let's do our little forward fold here, hinging from the hips. A couple of breaths. Let's walk our arms to the right and breathe deeply. And then over to the left. And back to the center. And let's come on up. And we're going to reach the arms out to the side, flip the palms up, roll the shoulders down. And then bend the arms, resist the movement, and straighten. Just a couple more times. Last one. And when the arms are bent, we're going to bring the elbows down to our sides. Hands are facing each other. Roll the shoulders down. Take the arms, the lower arms, out and in as you squeeze into the waistline with the elbows. Sitting up nice and tall, and a couple more. And how about last one? And then we're going to take our right arm up over our head, take the left one on your elbow and bend the arm so you're going to stretch the back of the arm. A couple of breaths here. And let's switch the arms. So right arm comes down, left arm over, and hold the left elbow, lengthening and breathing. And then last deep breath. And let's release the arms, bring them all the way out, and then clasp our hands behind us and roll the shoulders down. We're going to lean to the right and over to the left. And let's come to the center, and we're going to come on over to hands and knees and right into that neutral spine. And then lift the right leg up behind you. Let's try our bird dog, left arm in front. And lengthen the leg, lengthen the arm. Couple more breaths. And then let's put that down on the mat. We're going to switch left leg, right arm. Feel the whole lengthening out of the low back. And then let's put that down. We're going to reach the arms up and do a little back bend here to lengthen, engage the belly. And then hands back down, and let's walk the arms forward for puppy pose. And we're going to take 3 more breaths. And let's come down to our sphinx on our belly. And just like we did before when we were on our back, rolling the shoulders down, pressing the forearms down, breathing deeply into the belly. And then let's come into our half arm plank, curling our toes under and lifting up and extending through the back of the legs. And 2 more breaths. And then we're going to come in our child's pose and take a few breaths here. Relax the back, reach the fingers forward. And let's come into downward dog. We're going to lift up and press the feet down one at a time. And let's lift our heels up and see if we can lengthen through the back of the legs, rolling the shoulders down. And we're going to walk to the top of our mat. And let's just come into that deeper forward fold, bending the knees a little bit. And then let's come all the way up, reaching the arms out and up, another back bend. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart. And let's twist the upper body to the right and then over to the left, back to the center. Let's inhale up, forward fold, and we're going to step the right leg back for our lunge and start to lengthen here. Make sure that your left leg is pressing into the left arm so you can lengthen even more. And then we're stepping back, down dog. Take another breath. Let's lift our right leg up and we're stepping it forward. And the left, halfway up, forward fold, and then let's come all the way up and reach up. Hands to our heart. We're going to twist the upper body to the left and then to the right. Back to the center. Let's inhale up, forward fold, and step the left leg back. We're doing the same thing here, lengthening and breathing. Step back, down dog. Take that deep breath and lift the left leg up, and let's step the leg forward and the right one and come halfway up, forward fold, and then let's come all the way up. We're going to reach up and take another deep breath. Bring our hands together to our heart and take a deep breath here. Let's lift the right leg up, knee up, and slowly resist the movement as you put the foot down and then switch. So the left leg comes up and you're pressing the foot down. Let's try it again. Right knee up, slowly pressing the right foot down. And then last time, the left one. Really good. We're going to step our right leg back for pyramid. So pyramid, just squaring the hips. Let's put our hands on our hip bones. So we're rolling our shoulders down. Let's slowly start to look up. Little back bend and then hinging forward from the hips. Hands are still at the hips. One more breath. And as we come up, this time let's reach the arms up. Another little back bend to lengthen. And let's step forward and bring our hands to our heart. Feel the difference from the right leg to the left leg. And let's step our left leg back for pyramid. Hands come to our hips. Feel that evenness. Slowly, slowly come into that back bend. So you're stretching the left, hip flexor. And then let's come into our forward fold. Nice and slowly pressing the feet down. And then coming back up. And here we go. We're going to lift the arms up, coming into that more of a lengthening, lifting the heart. And then let's step forward and bring our hands to our heart and feel. Maybe it feels like your spine is getting longer. Let's inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to step back to downward dog. And let's take 3 breaths. And we're going to come into our regular plank and take 3 more breaths. And then we're going to bring our knees down right where they are and look at the angle of where you are. So we're tucking the navel to the spine and we're going to do a big push up and go all the way down. Let's just do one. Hug the elbows in, come all the way down, and we're staying on our belly. And then we're going to bring our arms a little wider this time beyond the mat so we could do our cobras this way. And let's do them slowly and breathe. And let's do 2 more. And last one. And then we're going to bring our arms over our head and let's take 3 more breaths. And let's bend our right leg and let's try our lifting the leg up and lowering down 5 times. And then we're going to go to the other side, bending the left one and lift and lower 5 times. And then bring that down. Let's press ourselves back to child's pose. And let's take a few more breaths. And we're going to sit up on our heels. And let's bring our legs together. So we're squeezing them together, doing this pelvic tilt. So we're lengthening the spine. And we're just going to hold this as we roll the shoulders down. Take another couple of deep breaths. And then from here, twisting to the right. And then twisting to the left. And let's come to the center. And we're going to reach the arms forward, regular child's pose. And when you get that, let's come back up to our downward dog. And we're going to come into high lunge. So lifting our right leg up, let's step the right leg forward and bring the arms out and up. And take 3 more breaths. And we're going to reach the arms forward and hold. And then bring the arms back up. Really good. And let's reach the arms forward and we're going to bring them back down and step back, downward dog. And let's try that on the other side. Left leg lifts up, stepping it forward to our high lunge. Arms reach out and up, and 3 breaths. Now let's reach the arms forward and hold. So you can feel the back of that right leg working, the left thigh working. Reach the arms back up. Really good. And then arms reach forward. We're going to bring them back down. Stepping back, downward dog. And let's walk to the top of our mat. And we're going to come halfway up, forward fold, and let's come all the way up, and hands to our heart. And let's lift the right knee up. We're going to hold the shin. Take a breath, and then right foot down. Let's try it with the left one. And hold the left shin. And left foot down. And now we're going to bring our right knee up. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Let's come into warrior 3. Bringing the right leg back. And step back for warrior 1. And reach the arms all the way up. Arms reach forward, right fingers down, left arm up. And then both arms come up, palms together. And let's clasp our hands behind us, and we're going to come into humble warrior. And lengthen in our forward fold. And let's come up in our back bend and open the heart. And then reaching the arms out and up, back to warrior 1. And let's step forward. We're going to bring our hands together to our heart. And slowly breathe in and out. Let's try the other side. So left knee comes up. Warrior 3, left leg back. And warrior 1, squaring the hips, arms reach up. And then reaching the arms forward, left fingers down, right arm up. And both arms reach back up, palms come together over our head. And let's clasp our hands behind us, humble warrior. And let's come up in our back bend, opening the throat. And arms reach out and up, back to warrior one. And let's step forward, hands come to our heart, and just feel. One more breath. Let's inhale up, forward fold, and let's step back, another downward dog. And feel the lengthening now that our body is a little bit more warmed up. Let's come back to our child's pose, and we're going to bring our arms behind us. And let's sit up on our heels. Take a deep breath. Kind of notice how when you squeeze the legs together, your whole body becomes more firm. So we're going to put our hands down behind us, lift the hips up, stretch out the quads, 3 breaths. And then let's come back down. We're going to lean over to the right hip as we twist to the right, lengthening. And let's go to the other side. We're going to go over, lean over to that left hip and twist to the left. And one more breath. And let's take our legs out in front of us. And let's see how the back of our legs are doing. So we're going to sit nice and tall. Now that our spine is open, see if you can roll the shoulders down as you press the legs down. And we've got this tiny little pelvic tilt. And now we're going to bend our right leg in, Janu Shirsasana, just like tree, and extend through the left heel here as we twist to the right. Take a few breaths. And then let's come forward, hinging forward, and let the head release. And 3 more breaths. And slowly coming up. And let's take that right leg out. First of all, take a breath. And then bend the left leg in. We're going to twist to the left as we extend through the right heel and right leg. And then let's hinge forward. And 3 more breaths. And let's come back up. And we're going to lengthen our left leg out. And let's try our table pose. So we're going to see if we can do this. We're going to keep our legs straight. First of all, just roll your shoulders down. Take the navel to the spine. Lift the hips up. And you could walk the legs forward and see if you can lift the whole body up even higher. And if that's not working, bend your legs and just come into table. And And then we're going to release and bring the bottom down. And just take another breath. And let's come into a squat. And we're going to take a few breaths here. And 2 more breaths. And let's come back up. We're going to come in our forward fold and take 3 more breaths. And let's come all the way up. And let's see how our spine is doing. Lengthening upwards, another back bend. Hands to our heart. And now we're going to come into our eagle pose. So let's bring our legs together, cross the right knee over the left knee, left elbow over the right. We're forward folding, hinging forward, and breathing. And 2 more breaths. And let's slowly come on up. We're going to uncross, take a breath. And now switching sides, left knee over the right, right elbow over our left one. Forward fold and breathe. And 2 more breaths. And let's come back up. Slowly, slowly, and we're going to uncross. And let's bring our arms down by our sides. We're going to roll our shoulders down and feel the lengthening of the whole body. Take another deep breath, roll the shoulders down again so chest is lifting, sternum opening, and then let's come back down to another squat. And stretch out the low back, and we're going to take a few more breaths. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way down to our back. And just like we started, let's bring our feet down. And let's bring the right knee toward the chest. Lengthen the right leg up and extend through the heel. We're just going to do 1 for each leg. And then the left one comes in. Kind of feel the difference in your body. Lengthening the leg out. And then both feet are down. We're going to roll the hips up. And walk the shoulder blades closer together. And a couple more breaths. And let's bring ourselves all the way down. Rolling the hips down. And we're going to bring our legs straight out so we can come into our final pose of Shavasana. If you need to do a twist, by all means do the twist, but we've done a lot of them. I'm hoping your back is okay. So we're going to close our eyes, our palms are facing up. Feel the shape of your body on your mat. And notice how slowly the inhale and the exhale has become. Feel how the chest is opening with each breath, and your shoulder blades are underneath you, supporting you, along with the hips, the legs, the head. Notice the air around your body, the space around your body. And feel your body as you look at it with your mind's eye, observing. Relax your tongue, your jaw, your facial muscles. Feel your right ear and then the left ear, the top of your head and the bottom of your chin, the right shoulder and right arm, the left shoulder and left arm, the right ribs, the left ribs, the right hip, the left hip, the right leg, all the way down through your knee and ankle and right foot, and the left leg down through your knee and ankle and left foot. And as we softly breathe in and out, we're wishing ourselves good health and harmony to all of our cells and molecules. Peace for our homes, our families, and communities. Peace for our brothers and sisters everywhere, all over the world. Let's start to inhale more deeply, and we're going to bring our arms over our head. Take a deep breath, and let's roll over to the side and take another breath, just feeling. Let's use our hands so we could press ourselves up to our seated position. And we're going to bring our hands together to our heart and seal in our practice today. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, ladies, for coming today. Enjoy your morning.
Thank you, Marian. That was wonderful.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thanks,
everybody.
Marian.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Marian.
Bye. Bye, ladies.
Bye.